RWBY is licensed and produced by Rooster Teeth and created by Monty Ohm. Please support the official release. Hello there, YouTube, Jack here with more RWBY Volume 6, Chapter 3. I forgot the title. The Lost Fable. Rightfully lost, I guess, since we're dealing with Osborne's past. We're finally getting answers. My heart is pounding so bad. Yeah, so RWBY made the wish to the Jinn. Well, yeah, actually, I think saying it like that is fair. Sounds generous enough. Even if she looks like a woman. It looks like a woman. Never mind. And now we're being told Osborne and consequentially, I guess, Salem's past. And Salem was the Golden Tower. So, yet another connection to the fairy tales that Pyro told Osborne about. I think we have all of them now. We have the two brothers, we have the man with two souls, that was what Blake was reading though. Go to the tower. I think we, the 4 seasons, I think we kind of have all of them now. So, that's good to know. Also, I wonder if Salem is gonna be some sort of... what's her name? Rapunzel? Type of ish person being stuck in the tower. Which also brings me to 2 other things that I just want to quickly mention, just for the sake of having mentioned them. One, I wonder if Salem is literally imprisoned in the tower, like both her old version and current version, because if she is that threatening an entity, that would explain why she just doesn't walk outside and do whatever it is she usually has her minions do. And the second thing, more of a random thought I had, and that just won't leave me alone ever since. What if Summer betrayed Osborne? I mean, the man has clearly enough reason to keep his past hidden and doesn't want people to see it, not necessarily because of all the mistakes that he clearly made. I'm not saying this to blame Osborne for anything, like, again, if you live for a couple thousand years, then you're gonna make a lot of mistakes, he said as much himself. No, but just beyond that, it really does make me wonder. He even said so. He said so about Lionheart, that the Kingdom of Mistral deserved better, and that he deserved to be remembered for his life of service rather than for the missteps he made in the end. And I just can't help but draw some similarities to Summer here. I mean, we don't know what even happened to her. All we know is that she disappeared, went on a mission, never came back. For all it's worth, we don't even know if she really is dead. And you see, if that was the case, he really wouldn't want RWBY to see this. I'm just saying, I really do not want this to be the case, but god damn it, it fits and it just won't leave me alone since I had the idea. Stupid fan theorizing brain of mine. Let's get into this episode in 3, 2, 1. Because something tells me that this episode is gonna leave my brain in even more shambles than it was before. Great, we start with the opening. I just shot all my ammunition in terms of stuff to talk about. Also, while we're talking about theories that just float around my brain, I'm just gonna throw out that maybe Maria used to have silver eyes. I don't know why she would have lost them, like, you know, silver eyes are being hunted for, so there's a reason there. Or maybe, you know, she went blind from overuse or something. It's just interesting seeing past Salem with a statue that looks like current Osborne. Well, technically he's also past Osborne because he's dead. I do love the beat of this opening. And I do love the heavy right rows.
Locked away by her cruel father, Salem was a girl who desired but one thing: freedom.
Sounds like a Rapunzel, alright.
She lived in a time when kings and their kingdoms were plentiful, when men and women were capable of greatness. And
I love the overall...
was a gift from the gods that all could wield.
That all could wield?
And yet
What?
there she sat within her tower.
I love the storytelling aesthetics.
A legendary hero came to brave the challenges within the tower's walls. The people of the lands knew him as Ozma.
So, he was the first, huh?
This warrior was not driven by the prize of the young maiden's hand. He fought only for righteousness, and his pure heart and courageous soul prevailed.
Well, don't we get a happy end? That sure looks like Wisest Knight.
They escaped the wretched fortress, and yet something bound them together.
Of course it did.
Had been ready to give his life for justice countless times, but now saw a woman worth saving it for. And
I mean, he does look like Ozpin.
Found her freedom not in the outside
If you just make the hair a bit wider.
but in the eyes of the man that had saved her.
So, where should we go now?
Wherever you'd like.
And that's Oscar's voice.
Planned adventures around the world.
Of course they did.
Lived happily ever after.
And of course the story doesn't end there.
Or at least, that's what should have been. Ozma, the infallible hero of legend, fell ill. And where all of the beasts and blades of the world had fallen short, a single sickness prevailed.
But apparently,
Gods let this happen.
yeah, he was cursed for not stopping
Brothers of light
Salem, so maybe she brought
and destruction.
this upon him, in a way.
Salem prayed they would see the injustice that had befallen her love and make things right. The domain of light was a sacred place.
Okay.
It was here the elder brother dwelled beside his fountain of life and creation.
They're still around then. That's even more.
Mankind would fall to ruin.
My heart just now, honestly, the whole time. Sure, why not? God alive, here he is. As if this all wasn't already crazy enough.
Please. Please bring him back to me.
I understand your pain, but you demand of me that which I cannot make so. Life and death are part of a delicate balance.
So,
I mean,
you won't do it then?
he's got a point, but apparently she's not very accepting of this.
Cycle of
But that's not fair. That's not fair!
So go tell off a god.
him rest.
I'm gonna go ahead and say she doesn't take kindly to that.
The god of darkness.
Sure, you know.
None dared to enter his home, as men knew what monstrosities emerged from his blackened pools of annihilation. And so you must understand
Does
his
certainly look like Salem's realm.
when he found a lone woman kneeling before him.
Nice twist itself. So amazing. Why are they still around, honestly?
Salem understood She told him of her loss, and professed that she knew only he could answer her prayers, all while careful to make no mention of his elder.
Of course, yeah.
And let your faith in me be rewarded.
And of course he would answer your dear prayers. Just drop him there.
Where am I? What is this? Where am I?
Yeah, that's probably a bit of a tough pill to swallow.
What have you done?
I have done what I please, brother. You may bask in the powers of creation, but you do not own them.
This is not creation.
Do not lecture me.
Yeah, I think you kind of started a feud there. One that does not bode well for humanity.
Must to maintain order.
So is he just gonna get killed and revived over and over again?
Bring him back!
You dare enter my domain and show such disrespect.
Yeah, that's probably not very healthy for his mental state.
Work ever in your favor. And yet the thing immortal comes to pray at my feet before your own. So do you arrive to lay your judgment upon me.
God. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't just kill him. Dragon, sure, dragons, that works.
We have our differences, but I have not come here with the aim to control you.
Western and Eastern dragons.
Cannot be said for her. This woman came to you only after I denied her pleas. Pleas that would have disrupted the balance that you and I created. Together.
Then it seems I owe you an apology. Allow me to correct my mistake.
Okay, okay. I mean, we more or less know how the story ends.
You monsters! Give him back to me! Give him back!
Yeah, and we still have the whole magic thing. Though, I'm pretty sure you can't fight gods with that. So they sure like playing balls with her.
Came to me. I did pity you. But it is clear now that your selfishness and arrogance have led you astray.
What did you do to me?
I have made you immortal.
How very kind of you.
You cannot die. You cannot be with your beloved.
So long as this world turns, you shall walk its face.
So long as the world turns, huh?
Of life and death. Only then may you rest.
I guess that's good enough a reason to try to destroy the world.
Her fruitless attempts to reunite with Ozma eventually became nothing more than acts of spite and defiance against the gods. But perhaps the gods were not as powerful as they seemed. She had lied to them, turned them against one another.
Sure.
Were fallible. If she were to turn humanity against light and darkness, she could rid herself of their curse. Or
Could
at the
she
very
now?
least, she could make them suffer. Salem traveled from one kingdom to another, telling tales of how she stole immortality from the gods, welcomed any swordsman to cut her down, and
Sure.
demonstrated her power. With the kings and queens in awe, she pulled them deeper into her scheme. She
Might as
painted
well.
pictures of a time when they would no longer have to watch their loved ones wither and die, when they could claim the powers of their creators for themselves.
Kind of fits with our reality. I mean, after all, pretty much the kings of all sought their immortality.
The gods had hoped that Salem would learn from her eternal curse. And she did. She learned
Sure
that
she
the
did.
hearts of men are easily swayed.
kind of adorable how they try to stand against him. I do wonder how much time has passed, though. I'm pretty sure you can't just destroy them.
My own gift to them, used against me.
And just like that, magic was taken from the world, huh? Music! Oh my god! Or no, just obliterate them. Guess that works too.
You thought there was no greater punishment we could bestow upon you?
I'll come back. I'll tell the rest of the world of this massacre. Build a new army.
You do not understand. There is no one left.
No one, yeah.
All that remains of humanity.
Now that
Planet.
is even worse.
Wonderful experiment. But it is merely a remnant of what it once was. We will learn from this failure. I hope that you will learn from yours.
So what now?
You can't leave. You can't leave. Come back.
Still demanding things of your creators.
For what it's worth, I do love the... And there goes the moon. There goes the freaking moon. Took you long enough.
Once again, Salem was alone.
But evidently not forever.
She cursed the gods. She cursed the universe. She cursed everything. Everything but herself. She wandered the face of the planet, awaiting a death that would never come. Until fate led her back to the land of darkness.
So I guess this is
This had to
the
be
point
the brothers Grimm, the pools of black that continued to give rise to horrific
where the
nightmares.
brothers left. Is what I was
If the
trying to say.
fountain of life granted her immortality, then surely the pools of Grimm would finally take it away.
Unfortunately, not.
This force of pure destruction could not destroy a being of infinite life. Instead,
But very much corrupted,
it
huh?
created a being of infinite life with a desire for pure destruction. And in time, she would find her adversary.
And so you get to be brought back to stop her. What did you do to deserve this? Is the question now.
Ozma.
Am I?
We are between realms.
Apparently, yeah, sure,
I'm
why not?
afraid a tragedy has befallen your home at the hands of my brother. We have chosen
You
to
kinda
depart
had
the
your hand
world,
in this.
But in our absence, I would like to offer you the chance to return to it.
I don't understand.
Mankind is no more, yet your world remains. And in time, your kind will grow to walk its face once again.
Okay, where
Without
from?
our presence, they will be but a fraction of what they once were. Creation, destruction, choice, and knowledge.
Oh, so we even get to see what the gifts look like. The relics, I mean.
Now, I leave them behind with the hope that you may learn to remake yourselves. If brought together, these 4 relics will summon my brother and I back to your world.
And there we have why one would want them.
Will be judged.
Judged, huh?
If your kind has learned to live in harmony with one another and set aside their differences, then we shall once again live among you, and humanity will be made whole again.
That seems like an awful task.
Your kind is unchanged. You demand our blessings while still fighting amongst yourselves. Then man will be found irredeemable, and your world will be wiped from existence. Until your task is complete, you will reincarnate, but in a manner that ensures you are never alone.
Never alone?
That world just isn't as dear to me without her.
Well, she's still there.
I'd rather return to the afterlife to see Salem.
You will not find her there.
You mean she isn't gone?
Nope.
Salem
It never
lives,
will.
but the woman you hold dear in your memories is gone. Heed this warning. Where you seek comfort, you will only find pain. So,
Well, and what comfort does he have left?
very well.
If all there is pain?
Our creation rests within your hands.
And so, Ozma was reborn.
I'll just ask where did people come from once more, but... Oh well.
Where am I?
Reborn in someone else's mind, huh? And the grown-up this time around.
Thank you. Please, tell me your name. Who are
Yes, do tell me, please.
He didn't know.
Ozma had found himself in a world completely unfamiliar to him. Cities looked different.
Makes
Creatures
sense.
known as the Faunus bore fangs and claws and were locked away in cages. And without the blessing of the gods, no one could perform magic like mankind was once capable of. No one but himself and a woman known as the Witch.
The witch, huh?
During his years of travel, he heard the same frightened whispers that spoke of a terrifying sorceress who commanded dark powers in the wilds among the beasts and monsters.
Well,
Ozma was convinced
thinking about how what her
was Salem.
domain looks now, I think she's quite upgraded from Hansel and Gretel's house there.
Call it magic or call it something stronger. But in that moment, the two knew exactly who it was that stood before them.
What do we do now?
Whatever we like.
Isn't that great?
As Salem and Ozma recounted the events which had brought them back together, each withheld parts of their story. Salem,
Reunited at
Ozma
last.
would reject her, blamed the end of the world on the gods. Ozma, still unsure of where the truth
Sure.
lay, kept his task and the relics a secret.
Also
As
fair.
time passed and all seemed well. Ozma's conversation with the god of light still lingered in his mind. He had found happiness, but humanity seemed more divided than ever before.
Are you surprised? This world is quite literally godless. These humans have no one to guide them.
So,
Perhaps that's all they need.
you should do it then, huh?
What are you saying?
We could become the gods of this world. Our powers surpass all others. Our souls transcend death. We can mold these lands into whatever we want. What you want. Create the paradise that the old gods could not.
Sounds good enough on paper.
Men are easily swayed.
But at the end of the day, that's still a dictatorship. Because if there's only one person in control, that's all there is. Holy shit! Yeah, that's an entrance, I guess. And I guess here we have our flying people. And their statues,
The
huh?
two amassed a following. That following grew into a prosperous kingdom. And at the head of that kingdom blossomed a family.
With 4 little girls, huh? This just gets worse and worse.
Are we sure this is right?
You said we needed to bring humanity together. In order to do that, we have to spread our word and destroy those who will deny it.
That's what dictatorship is about, and that's what you have to do if there is only one person ruling.
This isn't what he asked of me.
What did you say?
Mother! Father! Look!
She can do freaking magic.
Their children could perform magic. But what should have been a joyous occasion was short-lived. Ozma told Salem everything. The true reason the God of Light had brought him back. The relics that lay scattered around the world. And the day of judgment he had been told to prepare for.
Well, I mean,
Don't you see?
if this happens when the relics are reunited,
Anymore.
then you can
Spend our lives trying
kind of
to
tell
find
when it's going to happen.
when we can replace them with what they could never be.
Mommy?
Trying to sneak out, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and say that there were some casualties involved in that fight. Because there are only two of you who are immortal.
We finally have freedom.
Don't even get to answer.
Thus began a long and painful cycle of death and rebirth for Ozma. Some lives were spent in mourning. Many were spent attempting to forget it all. But
And that's the
no,
cane, huh?
his mind would eventually turn back to the task he had been burdened with. And as the centuries went on, Ozma began to learn the importance of living with the souls with which he had been paired. But no matter where or how he lived, her presence was always felt.
Quite so, yes.
If humanity were ever to
More and
stand
more
true to
families
the
left
Lord,
behind, huh?
one thing was clear.
He had to destroy Salem.
Knowing he could never rid the world of her through any more.
Oh, you even get to grow old.
Ozma
Get
set
to
out
grow
to
old
find
for
the
once.
relics. Armed with my knowledge, he believed he could fulfill his promise to the God of Light.
And the next one.
Where are the other relics?
He asked me his questions,
What powers do they possess?
and though I gave him my answers,
How do I destroy Salem?
How did you even figure out how to use the lamp the first time around?
you can't.
Of course you can't. She's been quite literally blessed by the gods to never die. That is not an easy thing to overcome. She tried after all. Oh my god, what is this episode? Ugh. How long was that even? 26 minutes! Fuck! Yeah, unsurprisingly, that was a thing, now wasn't it? Way too much happened this freaking episode. We just got the whole lore. All of it dumped on us in freaking 20 minutes. 20 plus minutes. It's... How do you digest this? You don't. You really just don't. You wait a week and hope that you have digested it by then. This thing just deals with a whole slew of issues, now doesn't it? In general, the curse of immortality, which has been a theme for stories for centuries, and how awful a thing it is. So, you know, not like this is a new idea, and, you know, punishment in the form of immortality. I don't even know, honestly, anything to say. I can't digest this thing. I mean, Ozpin was quite, like, literally a play ball for the gods there with Salem. And, you know, obviously, you know, the natural circle of life and death you had there that they did not want to interrupt for just because of Salem's request, which makes sense. I kind of love the dynamic between the brothers, honestly. The fact that at first the Brother of Darkness granted Salem's wish and then started kind of fighting with his brother. But then, you know, learning that he was deceived in a way, you know, apologized and corrected his mistake. So, you know, really, I always thought of the brothers more as the two that were pitched against each other, but no, they kind of worked well together, didn't they? Whoops. Of course, we also got to see how the moon was destroyed, because why not throw that in there as well? I think gods departing is a good enough reason to blow up a moon. Although, I guess in the end, there wasn't really any greater significance to it. I mean, it was more of a byproduct of the gods leaving rather than anything significant on its own. But who cares even? This is just so much! What else? What else? Of course, you know... So, I mean, I guess humanity rose again. However the hell it did. I really don't know, like, just evolved again from nothing, right? Maybe? And, you know, at some point, Ozpin sort of joined the game again. Suddenly, out of nowhere, appearing in some random person. Or Ozma, I guess. And then, you know, we get to go through his different lives. Obviously, you know, he went through a lot of shit at sometimes, you know, just mourning, drinking his life away, kind of crow style. And a lot of times just, you know, living his life over and over and over and over and over again. I guess that explains why the cane is so dear to him. It's literally been with him for millennia. Oh my god. And at the end of the day, the very simple and straightforward answer: you cannot destroy Salem. You quite literally cannot. It cannot be done. Which, again, makes sense, because of course, why would you? I'm honestly surprised we didn't get to see any Silver Eyes in this. Truth be told, I really expected them to show up. I mean, they used to be a thing, and I don't even know. Have we ever actually in canon mentioned that Silver Eyes are hunted? Was that a thing? I don't even think so. I mean, we talked about how, you know, Silver Eyes are good against the creatures of Grimm, and RWBY might just be the last of them, but maybe in Volume 4 it came up. I'm not sure, honestly. I really am not. Oh, well. This is one loaded episode. So, that will have to be all for now. Until next time, see you then. Bye.